Alright viewers, I'm back, and we are continuing on in the Marble Zone Act 3. Now in the previous episode I noticed when I was doing a little review of it, I noticed that I told you about the R4, but did not tell you how... I know what you're wondering right now. You told us that you can play DS games, but Sonic isn't a DS game. How did you get that on there? Well, there's an emulator. If you Google it, there are emulators specifically designed for the R4. There's a Sega Genesis one called Genesis. It's like Genesis, except with a J instead of a G. And that plays Sega Genesis games on it. And of course, the ROMs I'm playing here are the exact same ROMs I have on my R4, and they run exactly the same. It runs perfectly, so I can surprise and amaze all my friends by busting out Sonic on my DS. That and also Super Mario World, Chrono Trigger, and etc. etc. If you viewers were to get a hold of my DS, you would have a lot of emulators on there. I have a Super Nintendo, I have a regular Nintendo, the NES, I have a Game Boy emulator. I do not have the Game Boy Advance emulator because you need something else to run those. I'm not going to spoil everything for you, that's what Google's for, but you have to buy another little piece of hardware to run Game Boy Advance games. But the regular Game Boy games and the regular Game Boy Color games work perfectly on it. I have that, but as I said, I have all the DS games, all the DS games that interest me, Sega Genesis games that interest me, the NES games, which I only have like 3 of. 2 of them are the Metal Gear games. Another one is the Kirby game. Man, I keep losing my train of thought. I have an NES, Super Nintendo, a Game Boy, a Sega Genesis, and what's the other one? I think I have another one on there. I can't think of it. I don't know. I don't have it right in front of me, viewers, but safe to say I don't get bored often at work. I have a lot of games I can play. And all of these emulators and all the games fit on one 2 GB micro SD card. And all you do is pop it in, it plugs in, the R4 plugs in just like a Nintendo DS game, and you can play all of this. I did the first playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog on my DS, so I was playing it at work today because I got very bored, which we tend to get. Anyway, let's continue on. There's a little secret down here if I can get it. Oh, I got it. There's another secret, viewers. Who knew about that one? I see you out there yelling, yeah, I knew about that. I knew about all your secrets, Hunter. What are you thinking? Well, pooey on you. I'm playing a game. Get over it. Anyway, enough of me bragging about all the secrets I know about in this game. Now, I gotta admit, this isn't my favorite Sonic game, and I just fell. Oh well. This isn't my favorite Sonic game. This is my second favorite Sonic game. My very first favorite Sonic game is Sonic 3 and Knuckles, as I said in the previous game, or previous episode. I know if I do an LP of that, it'll be very enjoyable to me. Let's try getting back up here again. This is Act 3, so I'm not really playing it safe, because I don't really need to. I just need to make sure I have 1 ring on me at all times. If you have 1 ring, you're invincible. Because every time you get hit, Sonic, all of his rings will fly out of him. And see, if you can grab the ring, or at least 1 ring as they fly out of him, you can become invincible. But eventually they become harder and harder to grab as you get hit. So, I'm trying to complete this. Come on, James, you can do this. As I said, my game is a little laggy, especially when there's a lot going on the screen, as most emulators are. Oh, I knew that fireball was going to be there. As long as I have one ring, I'm good. And here's Robotnik. Uh-oh. There is. One hit. 2 hits. This one's going to be drawn out. 3 hits. 4 hits. 5 hits. 6 hits. 7 hits. 8 hits. I already beat him. Alright. Get out of here, egghead. Yeah. And we've beaten the Marble Zone. Act 3. Look at all the squirrels. And seals? We have seals in a lava zone. Good job, Sega. It's better than having squirrels underwater. Then we're going to start the Spring Yard Zone. But I'm going to end it here, and we will begin that in the next episode. See you later.